Atletico Madrid are in talks with Tottenham for their captain Christian Romero. Napoli are interested in Arsenal striker Gabriel Jesus, and Vinicius Jr. has signed a new 6-year deal at Real Madrid. Here are your daily Premier League news headlines. Hi everyone, hope you're well. Welcome back to the channel and to another edition of the Daily Premier League News Headlines, where I'll be going through all the latest news, rumours and reports. My name is Lee The Dorset Spur, and if you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. If you're listening on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Okay, so let's get into it. Here are the main headlines today. Atletico Madrid are in talks with Tottenham for their captain Christian Romero. Numbers have been discussed between the two clubs, but Spurs are yet to receive a formal offer. Sky Sports News understands. Atletico have been long-term admirers of the Argentina international, who is expected to depart Spurs this summer. Inter Milan are also keen, but as it stands, then they need to move players on before they act on their interest. According to Sky in Italy, the figures involved have made it a deal complicated for Inter, both in terms of wages and fee. Meanwhile, Atletico have made progress with their sales of defenders Ruggeri, who is closing in on a move to Aston Villa, and Molina, who is expected to join Roma, paving the way for them to approach Spurs. Romero signed a new deal last summer, which expires in the summer of 2029, when he was made captain by Thomas Frank. However, Spurs currently have a bloated centre-back department after signing Jan-Paul van Hecke and Marcus Silesi. Head coach Roberto De Zerbi has suggested this summer during pre-season that he would not stand in Romero's way if he wished to leave. Napoli are interested in Arsenal striker Gabriel Jesus. Head coach Massimiliano Allegri has been a long-term admirer of the Brazilian, whom he shares the same agent. If Napoli can find new clubs for striker Lorenzo Luca, who spent last season on loan at Nottingham Forest, and Romelu Lukaku, it would open the door for them to make the move. Sky Sports News understand Arsenal would be seeking around £18 million for Jesus, who has entered the final year of his deal. Vinicius Jr. has signed a new 6-year deal at Real Madrid to put an end to the interest in the Brazil winger from Arsenal. The 26-year-old is in his final year of his previous deal at the Bernabeu, but will now remain at the club until 2032. In a statement from La Liga giants, they wrote, "Vinicius has become one of the most important players in one of the most successful periods in our history." Leeds have signed goalkeeper James Trafford from Manchester City in a club record deal. Sky Sports News understands that the 5-year deal for the England international is worth an initial £40 million plus add-ons, a record for an English goalkeeper. Leeds' previous record signing was Jorginho Rutter from Hoffenheim for around £35.5 million in January 2023. Bruno Guimaraes has been undergoing his Arsenal medical on Thursday ahead of completing a £75 million move from Newcastle. All being well, there could be an announcement in the next 24 to 48 hours. The midfielder arrived in London on Wednesday after being given permission to leave Newcastle pre-season camp. Ipswich are in advanced talks with Fulham over the permanent signing of midfielder Sasha Lukic. The deal is understood to be close, and the player could have a medical in the next 24 to 48 hours. Fulham are currently in talks to sign defensive midfielder Shay Charles from Southampton on a permanent deal. So thanks for watching and listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. If you're listening on an audio platform, please do follow and leave a review if you can. I'll see you on the next one. Up the Spurs.